So a lot of the time we are given information as gardeners that doesn't quite make sense, or it does make sense and we're really stubborn and we don't listen. Hi, I'm Karen, market farmer and host of the Just Grow Something podcast. So one of those pieces of advice usually is to pinch blooms off of very young plants to give them the opportunity to put more of their energy into growing tall and big and growing more foliage before they start to fruit. I intentionally left a few pepper plants to sort of get a visual of this, because sometimes I get in my own head and I just go, no, it's got a fruit on it. I want that fruit. But I'm going to show you why we don't want to leave a single fruit on there when the plants are young, when we're transplanting them, versus just going ahead and picking it off and letting them do their thing. You guys have got to see this. So here is a pepper plant. This is a small bell pepper plant, and by small bell, I mean it's a small pepper, not the plant itself. But this is a nice bushy plant. It's got lots of different fruiting points on it. You see all of those blooms in there? Okay, so there's not any fruit on it right now, but there are tons of potential fruit with all of those blooms. Let's compare that to the one directly across from it. Do you see the size difference in these two plants? Do you see that there is one single solitary fruit on this plant and there is not a single other flower anywhere? We can do the same thing over here. Look, this one and then this one, okay? Not a single other bloom on here. It's short. It's obviously stunted compared to the other ones near it, and it has one single solitary fruit that was a bloom when I left it on there. Oh, look, it actually has a second single flower here. But compare that to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a dozen flowers on this one. So in the same time span, I'm going to get a dozen peppers out of this here in a few weeks versus the 1, 2 that I'll get off of this one. So when you're transplanting in the spring or you're potting things up, if you see that your plants are starting to flower before they've gotten into the ground, they've gotten settled, or before they get to a height that looks like they are healthy and mature and actively growing, then you likely want to go ahead and pick those flowers or those fruits off. This is going to allow the plant to use whatever available nutrients and water it has into growing bigger and growing leafier. That's going to increase the photosynthesis, which increases the plant's food that it creates on its own to be able to produce more fruit for you.